Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Ben here from the Flaming Hamsters, and welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. This is, wow. Alright, it's been a while. This thing is still freaking me out. Still kind of creepy. When we last left off, I don't really know where we were. We were doing some stuff with Shizune. I think we played Risk. A bunch of stuff happened. I don't know. We're just gonna roll with it, see what happens. The second floor hallway is a carbon copy of the third floor one. Wide, of course, and plain like only hallways can be. Yeah. Alright. Classrooms are marked with signs stating which class they belong to, but then there's a plethora of other unmarked rooms. They might contain bodies. Pieces of bodies. Perhaps bodily fluids, if you know what I mean. Is the library one of them, or is it somewhere down the hallway? Also, I don't have audio. Don't know if there's supposed to be audio. I'm a little concerned. Give me a second. All right. Well, apparently this part just doesn't have any audio. So yeah, fun times. All right. So I bet on the ladder and I choose my direction at random. After I turn around the corner, an unmarked door draws my attention because it's not closed. And as you know, if a door is unlocked, you have the obligation to walk inside of it. You don't know what you'll find somebody doing in there on the other side, but you can at least bet that it'll be entertaining. It's not open either, though. It's just barely ajar so that I can see it's open. It sounds like he's walking into his kid's room or whacking it. It would make sense for the library door to be invitingly open, and while this one is not quite that, it's good enough. They just want to fuck with the blind people. Oh, this might be the library, but the door feels like it's closed. Blah, 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 blah. The fuck was that noise? Alright, so the Foley sound effects are working. That's good. Hello? Hello? Who is this? Oh, what? What? This is, wow. Alright. I'm intrigued as to where we are. It's a beautiful girl. Alright. Is this gonna be who, whatever the hell his name is that we are right now? He's Ao? Think it's Ao? Is this who he wants to, get it on with? Even though we were going towards Shizune, the deaf-mute girl? May I help you? She's a being separate from the room herself. This is... alright. This is interesting. It's not likely the tallest girl I've laid eyes on. Well, you're in Japan. So yeah. Probably. She looks like she's white, too, so that would definitely explain why she would be the tallest girl here. Sorry for intruding. I was just kind of lost. She takes a moment to formulate a response before speaking. Every action she takes feels as if it's carefully choreographed before mind. Is she God? Is this Jesus? Thanks. I slowly tap towards another seat opposite her. The co-resident, what? So this girl's drinking tea. Oh, she's very prim and proper, eh? I right-clicked. Hang on. There you go. Oh, he said she didn't look Japanese. Okay. We're good. We're going back to where we need to be. It's very different from this. Yeah, it's a lot different than Misha yelling every 3 seconds. I really hope we don't have to talk to her that much this episode, because that hurts my throat after a while. I take it you're a new student. I'm going to make her voice sound like this. They're coming to get you, Barbara. For those of you that have seen Night of the Living Dead. I get the distinct feeling my speech patterns don't match the formality of hers, accentuated by her restrained bow of greeting. Oh yeah, we're definitely not dating this girl. If that's even an option. She's way too proper. I'm Lily. Oh, I know what voice we can do for her. Okay, so she's white, right? And she's very prim and proper. We're gonna do like a southern belle. I said that, now I'm not really sure if I can actually do that. I'm Lily Sato. Pleased to meet you. Hizao Nakai. She gives a nod before gesturing roughly in the direction of her teacup. Would you care for a drink? Sure. He just grabs it and he's just like, fuck this, and downs it. Just chugs the teacup in front of her. She gives a kind nod, taking the request in stride. Alright. Oh, I thought it said she strips off her hair. I was like, whoa. No, she steps off the chair and prepares a second cup of tea from a collection of supplies laid out along a shelf. She's a little too orderly. Little too orderly. Also, his music is starting to really annoy me right now. Her long, dainty finger to measure the right amount of water in the cup. Ooh. Ooh. So sexy, girl. That nice, long, water measuring finger. They have no problem working together to communicate with me, and Lily herself seems to have workarounds for problems I never thought of. Damn. Damn. So, her soft voice brings me out of my silent observance. Sorry if I stutter and mumble around like an idiot. I had 2 tests today, so I'm a little brain dead, which is why I'm playing this game. Because you literally just sit here and click a mouse all day, every day. Her soft voice. Alright, blah, 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 blah. Which room were you looking for? It's not often this classroom is visited after school. I've always relied on the kindness of strangers. God, more references. Streetcar Named Desire. There you go. The school library. Shizune and me, some classmates told me it was on this floor. She finishes pouring water into the teacup as she nods. She throws it onto the floor. What the fuck were you doing with Shizune and Misha? Misha, huh? You're supposed to be mine. Mine, you little bitch. I'm aware of Miss Hakamichi, as are most students. To be with them means you're in class 3-3, no? That's right, in the science room with Muto. That sounds like a villain from Godzilla. Muto? Was that? Yeah, I think it was the Godzilla aliens. Muto. She gives a small giggle before setting down the teaspoon and slowly walking towards the table, teacup and saucer in hand. He's quite the character. I imagine you'll come to like him, like most do. Oh, we get to see our face. That's our face. Right there. Oh, God, why? Like, you'd look normal, and then that. That makes him look like a fucking loser. Just saying. As she sets down the tea, I gently take it and have a sip. I'm really more of a coffee person, but this seems a rather bad moment to bring it up. Her eyes are closed, his eyes are wide open, and look at his line of sight. Just saying. Something I noticed. That's a little awkward. Alright, nonetheless, the smell's quite nice. I'd hardly think it'd be hard to choke down, sorry. Thanks, Sato. It tastes really not. Well, oh, she did tell us her name. She smiles and quickly waves her hand in front of her face. Lily, please, there's no need to be too formal. Strip your clothes off and bone me right here on this table. She says this in spite of her exceedingly well-bred speech, or inbred speech in Hizao's case. I guess I should try to ask her about herself, as it really does seem as if she's catering to me. So which classes are you from? I imagine it's one of the third-year classes. Correct, I'm in class 3-2. Which is on the 3rd floor, same as yours. It is taught by Miyagi, Mr. Miyagi, from the 80s, and is specifically for both blind and partially blind students. That's why her eyes are closed. There we go. Sorry. I feel like stopping myself for the faux pas, looking at her face, though she doesn't seem in the least bit put off by it. Her eyes just look kind of glazed over. That's a blind joke. That's a really fucked up blind joke. My, there's no need to change your speech on my account. God, alright, this voice is gonna get just as annoying as Misha's. Ah, sure, sorry I guys, showing my newness. An environment like this would be a big change, so I can't fault you for it. While the same can't be said for everyone, many have come to terms with their conditions. I almost went very Jim Jones. While many have said that it is not the same for everyone. For those of you that don't know, Jim Jones was the guy who made people drink the Kool-Aid and kill themselves. He was a cult leader in 60s? I think? 60s, 70s? I think that was when... Yeah, that was when it was. Alright. Look it up. There's an entire documentary on it. I think it's called Jonestown, is the name of the town and the documentary. Or the place that was formerly Jonestown, because it's now nothing because they all died. But, let's continue. Category which would include her, it seems. All ready to jump ship from this particular topic. I segue into another. Oh, now he's getting prim and proper. Alright. Do you come here to drink tea often? It's really a nice place. Think on it, this might be her version of the place behind my school that I like to have lunch at. And then I'm intruding on it like a dick. I come here fairly often during lunchtimes. My duties as class representative don't leave enough for an official club, so a friend and I use this room for having tea. Class representative, huh? Compared to Shizune, her mannerisms seem to be almost completely opposite. While Shizune is blunt and fiercely driven, Lily seems relaxed and calm, almost aloof. We are definitely not dating her. because we are definitely not relaxed and calm. Nobody on the Flaming Hamsters is. Come to think of it, she might be useful for a less biased view of the school's clubs. What kind of clubs are there to join? Well, the more popular ones are the track and field club, which uses the field near the school during lunchtimes, the baseball club, and the book club in a room near the library. Well, we know he's not going to do track and field, I would hope, because apparently, according to him, he has god-awful arrhythmia, and he would die. The baseball club, same thing unless it's baseball cards, and then there's the book club, which is probably going to be what he has to join. There are also numerous small ones, too, like your penis, though, such as the art music clubs. At a time when I'm just wanting to get on my feet, rushing into a club right away seems slightly unappealing. I wonder if the school shares the same rules as my old one. Is it compulsory to join a club? It isn't, though it is encouraged. So you don't seem like quite the fucking loser. Ah, good, that's a relief. I really let down my guard around this girl to let such a thing slip out. The fact seems to slightly amuse her. She even cracks this little cutie kawaii smile. Not wanting my tea to get cold, I finally start drinking it as Lily does the same. And it's a crossfade! And we are here. Yeah. Feel that music. Yeah. As I look over to the window, over her shoulder, I notice the light coming in the room has a distinctly orange tint. This looks like it's about to be a scene from Terminator 2, where everybody's faces just melt. She's got her hand like on a chain link fence, and she's getting her skin burned away from her. It's a thing. It's a thing. There's a lot of movie references when I play games like this, especially when there's games where there's absolutely nothing to do, like this one. Even here, time doesn't stand still. Huh, time's gone quickly. He just gets up like, well, fuck. Sorry? Right, she's blind. Well, that was awkward. Yep, that was awkward. Sorry, Hazal, I didn't mean to keep you from the library for so long. I quickly moved to allay her concern. Ooh, he's using the big words. Allay. Oh, no, it's okay. The library's still open, isn't it? She pauses and takes a moment to think on it. It's probably something I should have asked Shizune when I had the chance, but Lily seems likely to know in any case. She's a lot smarter than Misha and Shizune. True, it is open until 6:30 during weekdays. A quick glance at my watch confirms I've not well enough time to get there. Why are his eyes closed? That's something I'm a little curious about. Her eyes are closed, his eyes are closed. He looks like he's dozed off. She looks like she's kind of meditating, because she's sitting very prim and proper. He's just like, quick glance at my watch, blah, blah, blah. Alright, I might get going in that case. It's been nice talking with you, Lily. I'm going to leave you here to try to find your way out of this building, alone and in the dark. She smiles and gives a deep nod, her hands still neatly folded on the table in front of her. It was my pleasure. Oh, come to think of it, shall I show you to where the library is? I couldn't possibly ask for more help. I should be able to find it, all right. Well, unless my navigational skills fail me. Oh, she looks sad. Look at that. She looks so sad. Aw. Aw. It's all right. I was going to be talking to the librarian there in any case. I could introduce you. This gets better and better. It's pretty hard to deny her offer. If you're sure, then that'd be great. Thanks. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, she has a cane. Hers is much thinner and longer. Well then. That wasn't the cane that the other boy in her class had then, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Yeah, dick jokes. Yeah, so classy. Together we leave the peaceful room and enter the empty hallway on the way to the library. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this. Ladies first. Blah, 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 blah. Nice looking library. Nice looking library. It does dwarf his old school's library. Well, that's good. And she fades into existence in front of our very eyes. Yuko, are you here? She says it to thin air since the librarian doesn't seem to be present. And of course, Lily can't see this. What's unexpected is that it draws a reaction. Something from under the counter thuds against it, followed by a quiet wail. Alright, I don't know what voice. This is going to be the librarian. Let's see what he looks like. Oh, or it's a her. Or it's a her. Wow. Wow, she could not look any more like a librarian. Huge boobs, glasses, that weird kind of like Doctor Who companion hair thing, and fairly shitty choice in clothes. No offense if you're a librarian. Just saying, she looks like a librarian. And she also looks like maybe a girl that would be into hentai, but that's a completely different story. The origin, apparently a librarian, quickly crawls out and bounces up to extremely rigid attention. Hi! Hi, Lily. How can I help you? Her voice is strained in a failing attempt to sound casual, and she's rubbing the back of her head. Good afternoon. What happened just now? I heard a strange sound. It's nothing. I just hit my head. Yes, I'm going to make her a guy. See, I dropped an eraser under my desk, and while I was looking for it, a pencil dropped. And when I was looking for both of them, you came and surprised me. Are you all right? I'm sorry. I couldn't know. It's okay. It's okay. Sorry for making you worry. This is nothing. I've had worse happen to me. I've been raped by tentacles before. Alright, so our backstory now for her is that she does hentai. She's quick to reverse Lily's apologies, almost frantically, trying to push aside the possibility that she could be in any way inconvenienced by bashing her head on the counter. Yes, worse things have happened. The girl fidgets with her fingers. Blah 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 blah. So she has freckles. You can't really see them. All right. The 2 imported books. She read comic books? I doubt it. I doubt it. She's too sophisticated for that. Oh god, this girl's just like a complete train wreck, isn't she? I'm glad she's not one of the people that we have to date, because in other words, I would probably have to pick this character. Not because I like her, but because this is a character in real life I'd be more likely to land. It wouldn't be like the popular president girl, or the really smart and sweet, in this case Southern Belle, or any of those people. It would probably be like the geeky, introverted librarian. I've already dated an English major once in my life that pretty much matches this description. So it's not too far off. Except for the huge boobs part. You know, that part the game might have taken some liberties on if it was based off of my life story. God, this game. This game is so much clicking. So much clicking, and my lights went off in my room. That's okay. Give me one moment. Need to turn my lights back on. If I go away from my computer, it recognizes that I'm moving in my room and my lights come back on. It's too much responsibility. How it's any responsibility at all? I don't get, but her objection is so sincere that I don't doubt for a second that she would rather disembowel herself on the spot than to tell me where the light novels are. So this girl is literally just paranoia, panic, fear, every negative emotion, really, is encompassed in the librarian. Is that Yuko, I think? Oh, ooh, and she's so pissed. She's angry. Look at that. Look at that. That's a kawaii pissed off face. She beats her upside with a cane. Beats her upside the head with the cane, not beats her upside the cane. I attempt to save the day by asking the first thing that pops in my head. It seems to work at least partially, as Yuko seems to, not exactly relaxed, but at least looks slightly less tense. Huh. Okay, so they have like a third or a fourth of the entire library is in Braille, or it's audiobooks. That's pretty cool. At this point, she's like, we get a lot of new books regularly because the library is adequately endowed. That's probably why. Meanwhile, Hazao just goes, oh, like my penis. Like my penis. They spend more on new books than on my salary. Oh my god. This is fucked up. And she said she wants to quit her job. Why? Why do we even need to know this about the librarian? I don't even care that much. She's not a character that we can need to be directly involved with. I give no shits. Like, I could care less than anything else in this game about what she thinks, or what our teacher thinks, or what the school doctor thinks. Really, I don't care. I just want to get to the people that we interact with. So here we are. Oh god. The sun setting in the game makes me think the sun is setting outside, and it makes me very, very tired. It makes me want to go to sleep and stop playing this game, which might happen here pretty quickly. Maybe 10 more minutes. There's a normality of the library. Okay. Huh. Awkward silence. I'm not saying anything. The music stopped. I'm just sitting here reading bullshit. Oh, it's the girl that I thought we were originally going to hook up with. Her, the blind girl. Or not the blind girl, the burned girl. And now part of me is just like, nah, I don't want to date her. I want to date Shizune. Because Shizune is the epitome of sexy, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know why I decided today. I think it was because she was the first girl that we could actually ever talk to, and she was less annoying than Misha, and this girl we hadn't really met yet, so yeah, fuck it. We're still going with Shizune, alright? Every choice I make, I need to try to get to the good ending with her. There's a bunch of bad endings in this game. I just need to make sure that we get to the right one. Dude, she's startled? She's scared? Huh. My eyes are immediately drawn to the scars, subconsciously peeking past her hair until they meet her own eyes. Well, that's awkward. That's awkward as shit. Huh. So, alright, I don't know if this, I don't think that this has, at least as far as I know, I don't think that this is going to have any negative effect. We can introduce ourselves. Be like, yeah, here, we'll do that. Here, I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. She hides herself behind her book. Life of Pi. Wow. Wow, that is meta as shit. Oh god, I think this game came out right when the movie was getting ready to come out, which is why it's all like crazy with the references. I know. Here, I'm gonna make her voice like very, very quiet, very soft, very short. We are in the same class. Her speech is stilted and so quiet that it's barely audible, even in the still library. Somehow I think that my delinquent impression of her was wrong. Hanako. Hanako. I resist the urge to say it's a nice name, just to have something then to say. But really, it's the only thing I can think of. I feel like an idiot. Everyone here must be used to being different to each other, and here I'm being all bothered and fussed about that kind of thing. Don't let me interrupt your reading. I'll just check these books, if you don't mind. She nods a little, and sighs a little sigh of relief. She sighs a little sigh. It's an uncomfortable silence, yeah? Yeah, I think we've all been there, done that in the Books a Million, Barnes & Noble, any bookstore. Somebody comes up behind you when you're looking at a book, and it's just that awkward moment when you're both sitting there looking at each other, or they're looking over your shoulder, like the lady that you've seen in the store who works at the store keeps walking by you when you have a book in your hands, and you know that she's getting pissed because you're still in there, and you haven't bought anything yet, but you don't care because you're still shopping. Yeah. Yeah. After a while, I realized that she's doing the same and only pretending to be immersed in the life of Pi. Really, that's the only thing you can be with that book. I had to read it. I hated it. It was a bad book and an even worse movie. No, what did I do? What did I do? Alright, apparently I clicked into my browser. Okie dokie. That was weird. It started to play a YouTube one. Whoa! 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 Whoa, she's emo. She's emo. I've got to do something! So she's... Huh. So she's really shy. And I like that in a girl. I like the shy, quiet kind of girl. So do we want to go with a Shizune? Or do we want to go with a Hanako? I think we're still going to have to go with Shizune. I think. Just because of the fact that Hanako, we've already done a lot of character development with Shizune. We already said we were going to do that. And because, quite frankly, I mean, let's be honest, we only just met Hanako now. We don't really know what her personality is like, other than that she's awkward, because it was still kind of awkward with Misha and Shizune at first, too. You wouldn't be talking about Hanako, would you? Damn. Damn. This girl's like, you fuck with that girl? You fuck with that girl? You gonna act like a bitch, you gonna die like a bitch. I'll have to explain it to you some other time. Alright, and then she leaves. And she hastily left. And now Yuko and I are all alone. And now we're gonna get it on in the library. The most offending thing I can think of is that I might have looked at her general direction a few times. Well, she is a very timid girl. I must have went into Hanako's voice. You have to be very careful around her. She can be very jumpy, I think, and she's not accustomed to talking with other people. See, now that's the thing that makes me want to have my guy get involved with her. Because in real life, that's the type of girl that I like. The shy, quiet, jumpy, nervous, like that, I'm fine with that. Because the ones that always are personable and happy are the ones that end up stabbing you in the fucking back. Think about it. It's like dating a band geek or a sorority girl. Sorority girl you know is gonna sleep around. The band geek might too, but not to the extent of the sorority girl. And they certainly aren't gonna put themselves out there as much. So it's the quiet, shy girl is most likely to be the one that you have a better relationship with. This has been Love Advice with Dr. Ben. Thank you for joining us. Blah 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 blah. Talking about how to deal with cripples. Ba-doo ba-doo doo doo. Ba-doo doo doo. I don't give a fuck anymore. Oh my God, you can't date Yuko. Why the fuck are we still talking? Alright. Oh, the door. Who is it? Oh! Oh, it's Harry Potter mixed with a kid from Yu-Gi-Oh! Kenji, that's his name. I was trying to read the text while I was going Yu-Gi-Oh! to figure out what his name was. See, now it would be an interesting twist to the story is if you could also date Kenji. And you could maybe date your teacher. Makes him pause and lick his lips nervously. Oh God. Oh God, why? Oh. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, he has amnesia, doesn't he? Because it can mean only one of two things. Either we've met and you were telling the truth, and I just can't remember it, or you're a spy. So he's paranoid and he has amnesia. So he could be on meth. He's on meth. A psychic spy. I feel like everybody else in the school is really smart, and he's like the one schizophrenic kid that hears all the voices in his head. It's just the way, I don't know. I'm just getting that feeling from him. Oh God. Oh my God. What? So this guy's maybe having a hard time dealing with his blindness? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think he could do any damage. Damn, he called Harry Potter out on being scrawny. What's up, man? You don't look too good. I think something wrong? I don't know. I just had something stupid happen to me. A few stupid things, actually. Even if you discount this one. Wow, that was a smart ass. That's rough, dude. Yeah. I'm sorry about calling you a psychic spy and all, but you can never be too careful. It's the hard reality we live in. Yeah, Kenji's definitely not in the same reality. Ah. So what happened? Why the long face? Do you have a long face? Hey! It looks like he has his eyebrows in his mouth like he was trying to make a joke. Like, hey, why the long face? Do you have a long face? I don't know, like a really shitty joke is what I was thinking he was going for. Oh my God. If I can't date Kenji, I don't want to be talking to Kenji. I live a very, very utilitarian life when it comes to romance. If you're not dateable, I don't want to get close with you. It's like, oh, if you have a boyfriend, I'm not going to be your best friend. That's just the world that we live in. I'm in enough friend zones, I don't need to be in any more. In this case, he's not dateable because he's a dude, and the game won't let you date a dude. Ergo, I don't want to be his friend. I already don't want to be his friend because he's kind of a dick. Oh my God, he's talking about gender wars. Gender wars, gender wars, I don't give a fuck. And the music got really ominous. And I'm just gonna spam the fuck out of my mouth. Ah! This doesn't end! Eventually, though, apparently we made Kenji like us. And he left. That was good timing. That was actually really good timing. Alright. Oh, face first. There's a typo. There was a typo. You saw it here first. There was a typo. It said face first. I think it's supposed to have a hyphen, or it's just supposed to have a space. But no, they made it one word. The sheets are cool and comforting against my cheeks, and it feels good just lying there with my eyes closed. The school's like some kind of bizarre and surreal island. It's isolated on top of a mountain. Each person is stranger than the last. Salvador Dali has some weird, trippy as balls elephant paintings going around, and there's melting clocks everywhere. It's that type of surrealist. Maybe I'm trying too hard. Hey, Zal, you probably are. Not just in this. In every aspect of your life, you're probably trying too hard. If you're doing something, and you have to try really hard on it, the odds are you shouldn't probably be doing it. It's like, oh, I'm really bad at math. I have to spend 8 hours a night studying math. Maybe you shouldn't be an engineer. Just saying. Just saying. This place is too much like a normal school after all. He was bitching about it being too different. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, since we hit a loading screen, I think I'm going to call it there for this episode. We didn't really get to do a whole lot, but we got to see a little bit more what was going on behind the scenes. We finally got to meet Hanako, and we finally got to meet Lily, although I have a feeling we're still going to stick with Shizune. That should be it for right now. Thank you all very much for watching. If you enjoyed, a like and a subscribe would be very much appreciated. And stay tuned. We're more likely to have more Katawa Shoujo and even more other videos coming up in the near future. See you later.